Imagine for a moment you've left home, taken everything, and lived life on your own terms. Freedom, right? But what if one day everything falls apart? This is the story of the prodigal son, a story of rebellion, regret, and redemption. Have you ever found yourself lost, feeling like you've gone too far and wondering if you could ever return? Well, let's dive into this powerful parable from the Gospel of Luke. A young man, the younger of two sons, makes a bold and reckless decision. He demands his inheritance from his father. Now, in those days, asking for your inheritance while your father was still alive was like wishing him dead. But despite that, the father, full of grace, gives it to him anyway. With pockets full of wealth, the son travels to a far-off country. He's got everything he wants: money, parties, and friends. But it doesn't last. Soon, the money runs out, and with it, the so-called friends disappear. A famine strikes the land, and the once proud son finds himself feeding pigs, an animal considered unclean by his people. Can you picture it? From riches to rags, to the point where he's so hungry he wishes he could eat the pig's food. But then, something incredible happens. In his darkest moment, the son comes to his senses. He realizes that even his father's servants live better than this, so he decides to go back. And here's the twist. He doesn't expect to be welcomed as a son. He's ready to beg to be a servant. But while he's still far off, his father sees him, not with anger or judgment, but with compassion. The father runs to him, throws his arms around him, and kisses him. Instead of shame, there's a celebration. The father dresses him in the finest robe, puts a ring on his finger, and declares a feast. My son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. What a moment! But not everyone is happy. The older brother, who's been working hard all these years, can't understand why his father would celebrate the return of his rebellious sibling. The father explains, "Son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate because this brother of yours was lost and now is found." So, what does this story mean for us today? It's a reminder of God's incredible grace. No matter how far we've strayed, no matter how lost we feel, God is always waiting with open arms, ready to welcome us home. If you've ever felt like the prodigal son, know this: it's never too late to turn back. And when you do, you won't be met with judgment, but with joy. What part of this story spoke to you the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story of grace with someone who needs it.